Hey, welcome to another video on Expected Value Lotto, where we look at US scratch tickets and their expected values. And in this video, we're looking at the new Texas Lottery $5 hit $200,000 ticket. This is going to be part of the May 2024 series of tickets coming out in Texas, so this video is coming out a little bit early. This is a number match game, and there are 3 symbols you can find. There's a hit symbol for an instant win, and 2x and 5x. I also do have to note that this is a second chance drawing ticket. Second chance drawing tickets typically tend to have lower payouts than a normal ticket would. It's just a really gimmicky way for a state to pull value out of a ticket and then not give nearly the amount back in the second chance drawing. So huge red flag whenever I see those. Now here on this page, we're looking at the prize structure and odds that the Texas Lottery put out on this game. Overall odds are 1 in 4.2, and it looks like you can win anywhere from $5 up to $200,000 on this game. The one thing that I do note is that the top prize is $200,000. That's double what it normally is for a $5 ticket. But I also noticed that the odds are super long to hit it. I also noticed that to hit $5,000, the odds are almost 1 in 2 million. I don't know how much money the Texas Lottery thinks $5,000 is, but it definitely does not warrant 1 in 2 million odds to hit it. So, I mean, the Texas Lottery is just the biggest cheapskate organization out there. They're up there with New York. Now, we do have to talk about taxes in Texas for any prize over $5,000. They're going to automatically take out 24% in taxes. I don't view the tax money as part of the value of a game, and so that is going to affect how I view the top prize. So instead of $200,000, I am going to view this as $152,000. And with that adjusted prize amount, when you run the numbers on this game, you find out that the payout comes in between 65 and 66%. And yeah, I mean, this is just a super low payout. We look for a minimum of 70% payout for every ticket that comes out. States can make plenty of money in that 70% range. So, I mean, for Texas to come out with a $5 ticket at 65% value is just ridiculous. It shows how little the Texas Lottery cares about its customer base. Yeah, I mean, it's just like the $1 version of this ticket. It's like, it's wrong what they're doing. They're treating their customers so badly with this. The other thing we do need to mention about the 65% payout is that it does include all of the top prizes and upper mid-tier prizes, which not many people are going to be winning, which means very few people are going to see 65% payout on this game. So what we want to know now is, what is the payout going to be for the average person with average luck who may not be hitting those top prizes? And in order to figure that out, we're going to subtract out the value of the top 1% of prizes, recalculate, and see what that new payout number is going to be. So when we look back at the pay structure, the separation between the top 1% and bottom 99% of prizes happens here at the $50 prize level. Now, I would never, ever recommend anybody play this game. But for those people who are playing it, when they do win, they're going to expect to see a prize somewhere between $5 and $50. And even there at the $50 prize level, there is a split. It's about 90 to 10. So the large majority, 90% of the $50 prizes do fall here in the bottom 99% of prizes, where average people are going to be winning their prizes. The other 10%, though, are going to join the rest of these prizes to make up the top 1% of prizes. Now, top 1% prizes are really difficult to hit. If you want to know the odds of hitting one, look at the overall odds, move that decimal point 2 spaces to the right, and you find out that it's about 1 in every 420 tickets that would have a top 1% prize on it, which means you're in well over $2,000 before you would expect to see even one of these top 1% prizes. So that's really important information if you are considering playing this game. Now, because so few people are going to be winning these top 1% prizes, we're going to take the value of all of these, subtract it from the payout number you saw before, and that's going to leave us with the payout of just the bottom 99% of prizes, where 99% of people are going to be playing this game. And when we do that, we find out that the payout of the bottom 99% of prizes comes in just under 60%. So this does get very, very close to the minimum 60% that we look for all tickets. And that's, this is pretty typical of Texas. They They really stack a lot of the value at the bottom of the price structure, so these tickets don't feel as bad as they really are. So this is going to feel like a pretty average scratch ticket to 99% of people who play this game. It's really the lucky 1% who don't get what they should be getting out of these tickets. Now, here on this page, we're tracking the increases and decreases in Texas $5 tickets. And I mean, it's just overwhelming how many $5 tickets the Texas Lottery has put out in the last year. I mean, the Texas Lottery knows that this is a price category where they can, it's a really convenient price point for people to buy at. And they know that they are making a killing off of the people who are buying these tickets. And so they just put them out one after another after another. It seems like multiple every month. But the data point for this hit $2,000 ticket is over here on the right side of this little graph. And you can see there was a pretty significant decrease in value from the, where $5 ticket values are. Texas Lottery will say, well, we have the second chance drawing, but I guarantee you that you're not getting this much value back in that second chance drawing. You're getting like a tiny fraction of this. So yeah, it's just a gimmick for the Texas Lottery to rip you off even more than they already are on these $5 tickets. And if you look at the $5 ticket category, you don't see any 70% on here. That's the 70% is the minimum we look for. That would be for like $1 tickets or $2 tickets, I can't even speak. It's unspeakable what they're doing. For Texas to put out $5 tickets regularly at 65 to 67% it's just really sad. Ought to be illegal. It's immoral for sure. But yeah, I feel bad for the people who are buying these tickets. And for those people who are buying the tickets, in green, you see the best ticket in every category. So the highest payout we've seen on a $5 ticket, at least that's in play right now, is the Super Cash Word, 67% payout, but still that's trash. Best odds that you can get right now, 7-7 multiplier. If you are a more conservative player and like to hold on to as much of your money as possible, Super Cash Word has 61%, so that's at least a semi-decent number. And if you are more of a high roller and you like to win a little bit more money when you are lucky enough to hit in the top 1%, Money Mania has the most money at the top, and then we are keeping track of top prizes as well. Now here on this page, we are ranking Texas $5 tickets based on overall payout. Hit 200,000 is towards the bottom of the list, 27th place overall. So again, it's just a horrible ticket in a long list of horrible tickets. There's not really much more to say than that. Here we're ranking based on that bottom 99% payout, and 59%. Here it is. It's in fifth place. So it's the fifth best ticket we've seen. And, this is another like morally questionable move that sometimes lotteries make, is that they'll take a really, really low payout ticket and they'll really load the bottom of the pay structure. And so it makes this ticket feel like a lot better ticket than it really is. And it's very, very deceptive what they're doing with this ticket. Now here on this page, this is where we get to compare $5 tickets across states. These are the top 35 tickets that we've reviewed on the channel so far in the $5 ticket category. You don't see Texas anywhere on this list except for the Hall of Shame spot. And that's because Texas is not competitive at all with what other states are doing. We've got California, Florida, Georgia, and Massachusetts represented on this list right here, but we really want to focus in on what Massachusetts is doing. With their $5 tickets, regularly they come out at 76% payout. That's where $5 ticket values should be. So right now, Texas Lottery is about 11 percentage points off the pace. But what we really want to do is look up here at the very top. The best $5 ticket we've seen came out of Georgia. It was called Fast 50s, had 77% payout. That's a really good payout for a $5 ticket. And so we have to ask the question, if Georgia can put out a $5 ticket at 77% payout and make plenty of money doing it, then why in the world is Texas putting out $5 tickets at 65% payout? That's over 12 full percentage points less than what Georgia did with this ticket. And that's a huge amount of money when you consider how many tickets go into just one game. One game could easily have 10 million tickets that make up the entire game. Multiply that by the $5 price tag, and that's $50 million that's wrapped up in just one of these scratch games. And 12% of 50 million is $6 million that the Georgia Lottery put into the hands of its players, that the Texas Lottery regularly steals from its players. And I hate seeing players taken advantage of, especially when the states make them play in the dark. They don't disclose any of this information that we're talking about. And I really wish that somebody would bring a lawsuit against the Texas Lottery, because it ought to be illegal what they're doing. Now here on this page, these are the top 36 tickets based on that bottom 99% payout. Here you do see quite a bit of Texas tickets, and that's because Texas uses that really deceptive prize structure where they put they like stack the value at the bottom of the prize structure, so that these tickets feel like pretty average tickets, but then when you are lucky and you hit in the top 1%, you don't get paid. And so yeah, it's just really deceptive, and I think the Texas Lottery is morally corrupt. But anyways, this ticket is to give a little bit more context as to how low this payout is. More expensive tickets should never have less value than cheaper tickets. In Massachusetts, $1 tickets regularly come out at 69% payout. That's over 4 percentage points more than what you're getting from a $5 ticket in Texas. The best $2 ticket we've seen came out at 75% payout. That's almost, well, we'll just call it 9 percentage points better than what Texas is doing with its $5 ticket. The best $3 ticket we've seen came out of Georgia, 73% payout. That's over 7 percentage points more than what Texas is doing with its $5 ticket. So again, Texas Lottery ought to be embarrassed. They ought to be ashamed. They ought to be sorry for what they're doing to their players. And I do feel sorry for the Texas players. Now here on this page, these are the top 36 tickets we've reviewed on the channel so far. We only see one $5 ticket on this list, so it's not very common. We may not ever see another $5 ticket on here, but you can pause that and look at it if you'd like. Here are the top 36 tickets based on that bottom 99% payout, and we do have a couple of $5 tickets on this list as well. As a matter of fact, we've got one at the top of the list, so $5 tickets can compete in this category against the more expensive tickets. But that's about it for the Texas Lottery $5 hit $200,000 ticket. This ticket, yeah, it just makes me sad. I mean, the Texas Lottery is doing like really bad stuff here, and I feel bad for the people who spend their money on this game. So that's about it for this video. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.